democratically elected and mildly pro-Islamic government, do they grovel before Islam the way the Brits do out of their political correctness? Nowhere in Turkey do you see women with that. It's because you feel so guilty about being British and about being white and being Christian, and please forgive us for having an empire. That feeling does not exist in Turkey. So Islam is more controlled in Turkey than it is in this country. And even the governing party admits that there's a lack of an intelligence. I mean, they do their bit for Islam, of course they do, they get lots of Islamic votes, but they don't grovel before it in the way that happens over here. And that's something that the British have got to come to terms with. It doesn't happen in the rest of Europe. I mean, okay, the rest of Europe is becoming very anti-Islamic, but you've got to, I'm probably saying too much, but I mean that you have to understand that Turkish form of Islam, including under democracy, is really quite mild. It does not, I mean, for women, for example, it extends to now very expensive, I mean, not covering their faces, but in Istanbul there are now, in Istanbul there are women's headwear designers that specialize in designing head coverings that cost, several £1,000s each.
Yeah,
and are very successful with their clientele. But that's as far as it goes. It doesn't go, in the burqa or covering themselves from head to toe or anything like that. So, yes, I'm sorry. The editor of the Financial Times recently, I'd written him, not for publication, but a letter saying, I look at your internet site and to see if I'd missed anything about the country of my birth. I used to put in the word Turkey, except that I would get a whole lot of stuff I didn't want about chickens and so forth as well. But I said, now I've discovered that if I just put in 2 words, secular elite, I get all the stuff that is of interest to me. Why is it that you are so against families like mine? You always refer to them sarcastically as the secular elite. What is so wrong? Would you have preferred my mother should not have been the first Turkish woman to win a scholarship to Brown University in America? Should she have covered her head and married whoever her father chose and walked 3 paces behind her husband? And more stuff like that. I got an indignant letter back from the editor himself saying, oh, we don't do anything like that. But I got a very nice email back from Francine Strauss, the American Financial Times correspondent in Turkey, saying, thank you very much, that's helped me a lot now, and you won't be seeing sarcastic references to the secular elite from now on, and that's been true. So, I sort of come from approximately where you're coming from, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult to put the point across when democracy is supposed to be everything, and democracy rules the world, and if the majority want it, then that's what I say. It's changing all the time. It can't, just like the collapse of the euro, for example. It can't go on as it is. It's going to have to change, and the European Union, for example, is only just now beginning to come to terms with the fact that it easily let in Bulgaria and Romania with its both of them huge criminal records and so forth. I mean, yes, of course it's going to have to change. It's just that the opposition that they put up to Turkey and the problems they put up for Turkey would be much greater. Bulgaria would never have got in if they'd put in picked up 1/20th of the problems that were put up for Turkey. So I just wish that they were more helpful towards Turkey, because Turkey will respond, but of course it's going to change. But Turkey is changing, and there's all the stuff that you've been reading about the shift of Turkish attitude, becoming a regional superpower and dominating the Middle East, and in a way the return of the Ottoman Empire in terms of the president of Syria now won't do anything without checking it out with the Turkish government, for example, and things like that.
Well,